In this guide I'll show you how to move during the night on brutal difficulty, you fearless bastards. There are a couple of rules we need to follow in order to be successful. First rule is don't fight volatiles, at least not on brutal difficulty. It takes too long to kill them, and by the time you kill one, the other one is surely coming, and that's going to make it extremely difficult to fight it out. Most of the time you're going to die, but on lower difficulties it might be possible to fight them, I'm not sure. On brutal difficulty, however, first rule is to stay stealthy. That means as soon as you see them through the survivor's sense, stay clear from that exact location. They won't spot you if you are near them, but just don't go way too near. As long as you are not in their line of sight, you should be fine, but there's another thing you need to be careful about, and that is the flashlight. By turning on the flashlight, there's higher chance that volatiles will spot you. So during the night you need to turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off depending on the situation. If they are close by, turn it off, go to the nearby bush, maybe make a run for the nearby wall and go over it to break line of sight. There's plenty of options. Just make sure not to agitate them and not to turn on the flashlight, because they will see you easier that way. If there's too many volatiles in front and you just can't seem to get around them, there are a couple of ways to deal with that situation. One of them use decoys, another one is to finish Trouble in Paradise side quest and then use the speaker unlocked from that mission to attract them to the location, because that's going to buy you enough time to get away from them and to safely reach your destination.
Where are you hiding, you bastard?
Whole other ballgame are chases during the night. For this you're gonna have to master the parkour element, but there are a couple of shortcuts in order to get away easier from the volatiles. You won't be able to get away from them completely, but it's going to give you enough time to safely reach the safe house, because that's the goal whenever the chase starts. Run around as long as you want, that's not a problem, but eventually you might make a mistake and they will catch you, and then you can die quite easily on brutal difficulty. That's why you need these upgrades first if you want to have any chance in being successful during the night on brutal difficulty. These speed boosts that you gain from these upgrades are crucial in order to survive. I would also suggest the improved stealth upgrade, because that's going to help tremendously in staying stealthy when near those nasty bastards. Also, I wouldn't try messing during the night on brutal difficulty while on lower levels, because each level up increases stamina and health, which means that you're going to have higher chance to run away or to survive when they catch up to you. There are a couple good tricks to use while being chased by volatiles. By using slide, afterboost can be activated each time. That is going to give you brief burst of speed, enough to get away from volatiles just a little bit. Another important thing is to learn how to use dash. Dash activates and deactivates depending on the situation, because if you activate the dash and hit something, the dash gets deactivated. So you're going to have to play around with the dash a little bit to know exactly when it needs to be activated again. Basically, whenever you see that stamina is not draining, dash is not activated. It's very important to have dash during the night, because without it, volatiles are going to catch up to you quite easily. Another important thing is the UV flashlight. Without it, you are much more vulnerable. With it, nearby volatiles can be stunned briefly, which also buys you enough time to run away. There's also a neat trick by pressing triangle button on PlayStation gamepad, Epsilon on Xbox gamepad, or caps lock on keyboard. This turns the character 180 degrees, which means that you can face the bloody volatiles while chasing you and then flash them with the UV flashlight. Just don't flash them the flashlight in your pants and the balls next to it, because they are not going to be as impressed. Stick with the UV flashlight. Anyway, these would be the tips that are going to help you tremendously through the night on brutal difficulty. Stick with these simple principles and you can play whole game through the night. It's not going to be as difficult as it might seem at first. It's scary, atmospheric, really cool by the way, but I do think that they screwed up by making volatiles so indestructible. But it is what it is. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more stuff.